Hello, I'm John Bachman. Welcome to Newsmax Health. We're talking about gluten-free diets, and they are all the rage these days, with best-selling books devoted to the topic and devotees claiming that going without wheat cures everything from obesity to digestion problems. Here with Newsmax Health to separate fact from fiction is Dr. David Brownstein, one of the nation's foremost practitioners of holistic medicine. Well, Dr. Brownstein, first of all, can you explain what gluten is?
Gluten is a protein commonly found in many grains and especially in wheat. So therefore, all products made with wheat and other grains that contain gluten have gluten in them.
Well, you were one of the early advocates of a gluten-free diet and have been talking about it for years. Why do you think that no gluten eating has suddenly become so popular?
Well, it's become so popular because people feel better when they don't eat gluten. Gluten gluten ingestion is associated with autoimmune disorders such as Hashimoto's disease, and autoimmune disorders are increasing at epidemic rates right now. And I have most of my patients who have an autoimmune disorder remove gluten from their diet, and their autoimmune disorder symptoms get much better.
Wheat products are in so many foods. Is it difficult to stay on a gluten-free diet?
Well, it's more difficult to start a gluten-free diet. Once it's begun, it's not that difficult to maintain it. In today's world, there are many alternatives to eating breads, pasta, and cereal with gluten in them. And I've written about that in my book, The Guide to a Gluten-Free Diet.
One more question for you. Gluten-free eating can be beneficial, but is this something you recommend only for folks who may have noticed a sensitivity to this type of protein, or is it something that you recommend for everyone?
Well, our products that contain gluten now contain 50% more gluten than 20 years previously, and that's because of genetic breeding of the crops and GMO crops. So I do think a gluten-free diet is probably a better course for most of us, or at least a gluten-lowering diet is a better course for most of us, but particularly for those with autoimmune disorders or thyroid problems.
All right, good information. Dr. Brownstein, one of the foremost experts on holistic medicine. Thanks so much for being with us at Newsmax Health.
Thank you for having me here, John.